Infrastructure of the systems should not be mixed with a political dimension, that is, for whom the system would work. Very often, especially by international factors, these matters get easily mixed. So, international factors especially tend to associate the political parties with the infrastructure of the territories, which is rather civilizational infrastructure. It has been built by the imperial capital, which is actually planetary capital, and in substance, it is very negative approach to discuss the international, that is the imperial systems and the imperial infrastructure, which is basically civilizational infrastructure versus the political system itself. Political system is more like a software, and that should be always discussed in any new time, either by national or equally by international factors. But that should not be mixed with the hardware, which is actually in substance very much planetary. So that is, if we destroy system as serious military system, as it is, for example, American military system, we are weakening the entire planet, not just America, but the planet. So that exceeds national perspective here. Yet very often, when discussed American societies, it has been discussed the military arsenal of America as national event, although we all know that is not exactly the case. That is not national event. So there is something that we can play around, and there is something we cannot that much play around. It will need to be understood here, the line. Where is the line? So if we need to bring certain political matters to be discussed in any new time, then they should be discussed, but not crossing the line here, either national or international. Now, clearly that American military, it was engaged in destroying military systems of other territories as well for the political reasons, and that has been equally wrong. Basically, military systems on any of the territories are basically planetary property, and directly associated should be assumed as planetary property and should be assumed as directly responsible or tuned within the planetary systems. To a great extent, modern technology implies that they need to be supported by various satellites assistance. Therefore, in substance, they actually exist as a part of planetary system. So, here it is that this will need to be valid for international level as well. Military platform should not be anymore mixed with political concept. Whenever we have political party questions, should be driven on the political levels and political arguing. And there's plenty of staging here on political stage. It's quite today with all of this technology, it's possible to be very much comprehensive, actually, to bring very comprehensive discussions on the stages without need to go after the weapons. Well, you have here today the latest war happening in Russia, with Russia and Ukraine, and there is absolutely no conversation happening, as we don't have that level of technology, where actually people and nations should be talking to each other and arguing on each other much more and winning the battles on the arguments rather than with the weapons. It's very prime, actually, that in 21st century we still bring everything to weapons, and in substance with very high probability that nothing on structural level will be at all changed, or not much in accordance of how much sacrifice, either human or material, has been involved, but very little get accomplished. So that is where we'll need to be drawn line here, actually. Now we talk about mega systems now, which are in substance planetary. Can we play so easily with mega systems? Or we rather find ourselves discussing the foundations upon which megasystems are being employed, and then actually bring the actual discussion on the field.